All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the New England Patriots and the Baltimore Ravens. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. First down throw for Brissett. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Brissett. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. From 4 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Brissett sets to throw it. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. The big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Going right side here, and that's complete. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Here's White. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Brissett. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion or would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Brissett now. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now a first down carry for Harris. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Let them know. Check it backer.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to air one out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Going up top. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
First down, New England.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Out of the gun, Brissett. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Brissett. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off near the 34.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
From the 34 now. Through multiple tackles. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Jackson on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll make this a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
47 is the mic.
On 2nd down now, it's Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, we keep stats on everything, don't we? This is one that you don't want to have. That's his 2nd drop right here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I was going to say only in the first quarter. Certainly a ship that he wants to right quickly. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or in this case, a field goal.
This will be taken about the 12. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. He returns the kick 88 yards to the house as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 21-yard line.
Ready? My 18 data. I'm on. Check nickel. 66. Pull it. Half. Go. Check safety. Under 10. Check 13. Shoot.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
That's taken on the 25. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leader...
And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Got a man, it's Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 36 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
What we got?
Here's Brissett. Dancing to his left. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll run with Harris. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
47's the mic.
Now it's Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Here's Jackson on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Hey, 152, 152. I'm going to you.
To throw is Brissett. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Play action now. Brissett. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Brissett. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. Hey, check screen.
After the interception, here's Jackson towards the end zone. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination. At 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Push him back. Push him back.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England 1st down.
First down, Patriots.
I got you. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike.
Brissett to throw on 1st. He gets it to James White. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Here we go. Go to base. Mike 5-4. Rotate. To Bell. And bring it. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Off.
Here's Brissett. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw, Brissett. And that'll be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
And the Patriot 1st down.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st, Michel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Pick and choose Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. That's right, baby.
Throwing, Brissett. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
For conventional football, football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now a give, right side. Harris. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On third down, here's Harris. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you've got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brissett. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 14. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Jackson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On the ground, Michelle. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On 2nd down, it's White. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. Your ass times advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Let's go.
Brissett sets to throw it. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Brissett. Throwing left side, it's complete. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Brissett now. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
They'll run. This is White. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Look at the spin. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
First down, Brissett. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. On second down, Brissett again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Second catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a first down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. James White, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio, and that will get him one closer. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Brissett. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 18 big yards on that one and a New England first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Brissett on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
A first down throw for Brissett. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Going on the ground, it's White. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
New England on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3.
25, check 25, check 25. You gonna take, you got take. You ain't a weapon.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First down, Patriots.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Here we go. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Go. Check 26. Check 25.
Now back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Michel on an island by himself in the backfield. Second. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. Sony Michel taking it in, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Check 4, check 4. Hey, check. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Get up, 64, wait.
A give to Harris. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 43 yards, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A give to Michel running right. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Brissett. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
It's third and long for Brissett. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Here we go. Let's go. Hey, let's get this. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch.
The Pats will go. It's Brissett. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now a give right side. It's Harris, able to push his way through. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
47. Check, check.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Run. Check three, check three, check three.
They start the drive with White, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
52. Let's make these babies.
Now Brissett.
Let's make these babies cry.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
52, come on. Let's go, D.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
To throw is Brissett. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
On the ready, 54. Mike 54. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
And in the air once more, it's Brissett. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, and now it's third down.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just dropped to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Again, it's Brissett. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. From the red zone now, Brissett. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Brissett again. Blitz coming, and down he goes. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on third and goal. Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season, but right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business, because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same tough stuff, and find their way back and give themselves a chance to win this game again next year.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.